Good morning. Good morning. Friday. Happy Friday. Let me take a drink of coffee because it's afternoon maybe in other parts of the country, but it is still morning here in the OS. So this is my little froggy morning. I got my coffee. Give me a second. Giving you guys a nice little background. I'm trying to give YouTube time to get the notifications out. Good morning. I don't have the lights on and everything. Kind of dealing with the natural light this morning. Looks a little dark. I only have literally, for whatever reason, excuse me guys, getting awake. But for whatever reason, the light in the living room is extremely dim. So I think they've got lower bulbs in there, maybe 60s, because there's no way, and this one doesn't have the dimmer. You can't make the lighter. Anyway, I'm just rambling. Let me coffee, courtesy of 7-Eleven. Bougie people drink Starbucks, but I'm not paying y'all $5 for a cup. Yeah, I'm doing it. But let me see. So there's a lot going on in the world. And there's a lot going on the platform. But, for those of us who are believers, that the braid sticking up in the middle, he fix it up. Anyway, so. But for those of us who believe in the Most High and believe that Yeshua was and is the Lord of Lords and King of Kings, today is Good Friday. Today we are remembering the crucifixion of Yeshua. And on Sunday, early Sunday morning, he arose. So today is about that. It's also tax day. You live in the United States, today is tax day. So hopefully everyone is filing their tax day or filing extension so that you can get a little bit more time. I filed an extension. I don't think I owe, but I needed a little bit more time to get my paperwork together. That part. don't normally owe. I normally get money back. You know. But I'll tell you what, I'll be glad when I'm really making some money from all of my income outside of my main source of income, my employment. But today I took a PTO day, and for those of you who don't work in, out there, PTO is paid time off, and it is PTO day. I take one at least once a month. The reason why is because I've been with the company for a long time, and if I don't take these stress days during the first part of the year, I'm gonna lose vacation. So, in the real world, people are alleging, and this is strictly an allegation. Nothing has been proven to be true, but the blog has taken off like wildfire. People want to see unhappiness. So allegedly, ASAP Rocky has cheated on Rihanna, while she's pregnant with one of her simply shooters, allegedly. But we've gotten nothing from Rihanna or ASAP. They're saying that she was seen out here in California in a cafe with him crying. But excuse me. Let me tell y'all something. Pregnant women are very emotional, and they will cry about nothing. And right after having a baby, they're still extremely emotional because their hormones are still trying to get themselves in check. Did it ever occur that maybe she's just crying because she's pregnant? And I'm watching you guys. Some people are reporting this story with glee. With such glee. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, y'all couldn't wait to get this information out there. And nobody knows if it's true or not. It's alleged. Let this girl enjoy pregnancy, putting this BS out. I pray that it's not true and that it's just a nasty rumor. And that he's not that stupid. When people are like, well, maybe she can't, perform, while she's pregnant. Okay, let me just explain something to you. Pregnant women can have sex. Matter of fact, some of us are extremely sexual while we're pregnant. Like, want it all the time. So, I doubt that that's going on. I mean, she is just glowing throughout this pregnancy. And it's just like y'all just want something to go y'all are looking for something to go wrong. And shame on the person who put this out if it's not true. Shame on them if it is true. We shouldn't even be hearing this stuff. We're not hearing anything from either A$AP Rocky or Rihanna, confirming or denying. So stop spreading it until you know. And stop being so gleeful. Why are people so happy about that? And you got people, out here wanting her to go to women. Give her a little bit. Now, look, I don't have any issues with the community, okay? At all. 2 of my goddaughters are members of it, okay? But y'all, why would that be the first thing that somebody thinks of if this man is don't know why she's pregnant? Hey, James. Good morning. Happy Friday. Why would that be the first thought in some people's mind? That, she's gonna go to women. Does Rihanna have a history of being in same-sex relationships that I'm unaware of? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. So let Rihanna and A$AP, enjoy this time. Stop trying to dig up and put BS out there, especially when it's unconfirmed. It's a rumor. It's a rumor. It's a rumor. And I would like to think that this young man is not that effing shallow that he would be looking at another woman while he has this fine, beautiful woman next to him, carrying his child. Yeah, that one. I'd like to think it's not that stupid. But he might be. He might be that stupid. All right, so let's move along. Also this week, in politics, we had some idiot who is the, I don't know if he's the spokesperson for the governor of Virginia, but if he is, they might want to think about replacing him. So, this week on Twitter, we were, my sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporate, was shaded by the GOP county chair in Loudoun County, Virginia. Let me tell you what this fool said. Skulls and bones have lost their power. And for those of you who don't know who the Skulls and Bones are. The Skulls and Bones is a fraternal organization that is in Ivy League schools like Harvard. Most of our presidents were members of the Skulls and Bones. I think even Barack Obama was a member of the Skulls. Hey Kev, good morning. So, let me just say what this man said. This Scott Pio, the GOP chair in Loudoun County, Virginia. Skulls and Bones have lost their power. It is now the sorority known as Delta Sigma Theta who is taking control of our country at all levels of government. Even the Loudoun County Board of Supervisors chairman is a Delta. You mad, sir? So, what are you saying? Are you saying that women shouldn't be in political powerful seats? Or are you saying that Black women should not be in political powerful seats? What you saying? I mean, are you mad that the Good Old Boys Club, which is primarily comprised of members of the Skulls and Bones, predominantly Caucasian men, are no longer completely empowered, and that these beautiful Black women have stepped up to the plate and are taking over? I mean, what's your problem? We're still the minority. Hey, Miss Pamela, we're still the minority, and okay, so yeah, you have people like Stacey Abrams, who ran for governor in the state of Georgia, who is a Delta. You have people like the late Shirley Chisholm, who was the first woman to run for president on a national party, who was a Delta. You have a former the Secretary of Secretary of State, yeah, or maybe she was the Attorney General. One of my sorors was part of the Obama administration, but it's not just us. You can't. It's not just members of Delta Sigma Theta, although we are very prominent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all found that out. But it's not just us. Did somebody warn you that the Vice President of the United States is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha? Are you scared about the Divine Nine taking over? And let me also state that my sorors were fully behind the confirmation of Ketanji Brown Jackson. Now, she's not a member of any of the Divine Nine. Okay? because she went to one of those schools that doesn't have fraternity. You know, we're not on Harvard campus. We're not on that campus. We need to change that, by the way. But I don't think any of the, the Divine Nine are on Harvard. And I don't think we're on Yale. But what's the problem? Why is this Caucasian man upset about all these beautiful black women in power? Why is he upset about women in power? Why is he shading my work? We are the largest public service sorority in the world. Now, we were not created first because our founders, our founders left Alpha Kappa Alpha, including our first, the first president of Delta Sigma Theta was president of Alpha Kappa Alpha. And 22 of them left. Because they wanted to be about public service. And at that time, Alpha Kappa Alpha was not about public service. They are now, but we were the first. And part of public service, I don't know, is being in the political arena, serving the public. That's what our organization is about. Because I can tell you, I've seen in Sacramento. That's part of what we do. That's part of what we do, is being members of the community. We are politically active. And I can honestly say, got a little coffee on my lip. I can honestly say that actually all of the Divine Nine are about public service these days. We're all about it. We're all about it. We sure are. But apparently, Sir is threatened. He's threatened by us. He's threatened by these intelligent black women. Get used to it, sir. You didn't get the memo? I mean, surely when the vice president of the United States was a member of Divine Nine, and you saw all of these people who are part of Divine Nine organizations coming up behind that stand, and you found out what? Because we're now stating that we're members of this. They hate. Personally, I find it very interesting that my sorors now outnumber skulls and bones in the political arena. I find that quite powerful. And it's powerful, really, for Black people. It says something about us as Black people. And it says something about Black women. It says something about Black women. Because see, we, as you well know, are more actively involved in politics than our white counterparts. Because we figured it out. You can't make any changes if you're not involved. And this is what I tell people, you know, like when we were talking about the presidential election and everything. I'm like, really, where the biggest impact for any community is at the local level. That's where most impactful stuff is. It's not at the national level. It's, you have one of my sorors who is the chairperson of the Board of Supervisors in Loudoun County, Virginia. Now, let me also state to you guys as well that Virginia is also the state that has put several people on the autism spectrum in jail for long-term, you know, prison terms. Matthew Russian was one of the ones who was able to get out. And yes, they are working on a law to correct that, but they're not very. Let me see if I can say this, because I'm from the DMV. Okay. The Mason-Dixon line is between Maryland and Pennsylvania. Okay. Virginia is the South. Also remember that was the state where the loving versus loving, the interracial marriage, they lived in Virginia. And unfortunately, the state of Virginia, although they have had a Black governor or lieutenant governor at one point, they're still part of below the Mason-Dixon line. Good morning. Here comes David. You can come say good. You can say good morning. Say good morning. Yeah, he's not used to me doing this in the morning. It was all quiet because he wasn't up. Yeah, he's gonna be gone. He's leaving later on. Then he's gonna spend Easter with his dad. He's gonna go see his grandmother. Shoot, my ex-husband's mother is, I think she's in her 90s, but she's still here. So he's gonna go see his, hey Red Wings, hey Teron. So he's gonna be gone for the weekend. And I'm supposed to go get my honey baby today. But I reserved it too late. So I have to go get it tomorrow. No problem. So I'll just be doing stuff around the house today. I'm gonna be working on some stuff. I think I'm gonna draw out what I want to go on that will be coming first part of next week. And also, I might even go over to my today to see if I can find the colors of paint that I want. Because you guys know my autism symbols are purple and orange. don't ask me why I picked purple and orange. Well, you know why I picked purple. But don't ask me why I picked orange. It just looked good with the purple. Yeah, they just look good. It looked good to me. But I'm probably gonna draw out the design for the fans. And if I draw it out and I like what it looks like and everything, I might even post, the sketch on members only posts. We'll see. But this is going to be a interesting week because my son is usually with me for Easter. He's usually home. But yeah, he's going to be with his dad. And I'm going to be at church on Sunday. Singing. As a choir, we are back in the house at my church. Praise God. In fact, in the city of Inglewood, which is where my church is located, there's not a lot of churches that are back in, person attending church. Like where we are, there's a church across the street. They're not back in service yet. Now they might be this Sunday, but they haven't been thus far. Then there's a church. Then there's an SDA church that is like around the corner. And I haven't seen them over there on Saturday. Oh yeah. And then of course you have Faithful Central, which a lot of people have heard of. They're in another part of Inglewood. And I think that they're in person, but I'm not sure. But nonetheless, there's a lot of churches that are not doing in person as of yet. I just pray, that all of the houses of worship, that can be are open this weekend. Let me see what you say. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will probably come back on this afternoon again. Yeah, I'm probably going to come back on this afternoon. Because tonight, it's Good Friday. And I'm going to be going to virtual Good Friday service. I'm really not sure what time it's going to be over. I'm not sure what time it's going to be over. It starts at like 7 my time. But it's going to be at least 2 hours. Which is why I'm not surrendering chat. I will probably come back on this afternoon, but it will probably be evening for other folks. Afternoon. I'll probably come back on this. But yeah, let me go to some other stuff. This is something that's just, I'm trying to hold my tongue about this, but I just keep seeing it, and I'm just trying to understand on this platform. So on this platform, we got body shaming and color shaming and all kinds of BS going on among women. Okay, so yeah, I need to understand how someone who is also a big girl themselves is going to body shame another big girl or talk about another. How does that work? How does it work? How are you doing it? How do we play that game? I'm just wondering. Inquiring minds want to know, because see, as someone, who is older and still has everything tight, right? I don't get on here and body shame nobody, because you know what? I know for me to still be where I am, hey, DLD, for me to still be where I am and to still look this way, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I know that. I know, it's not because I exercise, even though I did exercise regularly. I was in the grind up until my 40s. Now, I exercise a couple times a week, but I'm not really exercising the way that I should. But it is what it is. I just, stay. But I'm not on here bashing nobody. I'm not even on here talking about other women, because what is the point of bashing other women's bodies? Because you can be, fit and, looking good and all of that stuff or whatever, and be a nasty person inside. So it doesn't matter that you're small, because you're the mean girl. But it's funny, we got all these mean girls out here talking about other women's bodies. Whether they got saggy boobs, whether how many necks and stuff they got and whatnot. And by the way, ain't nothing going over here at almost 60. We don't have no rolls. We also don't have, those deep crevices and that wrinkly skin that usually is a telltale sign for women as they're getting older. We ain't got none of that going on. Thank God for my good genes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I really think it's because, my dad, who is the world's best dermatologist, and has great skin himself, he just passed that on to his kids. Because none of us ever need his services. I see a lot of you out there. That's Oh, and those of you out there that are bleaching your skin to make yourself lighter, yeah, I talked to my dad about that. He says that's really not going to be a good thing for you to do. You're going to pay for it later. Yeah, you are. See, I don't have a problem with my brown skin. I have no issues with this beautiful complexion that God gave me. No problem. I'm not trying to do stuff like this. Let me show you. See if I can do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to, put the brighter light on me to make myself look lighter. I'm not turning on a bunch of lights. I don't care. Let me go back to my warm tones. Yeah. I keep it on the warm tones. You know why? Because the warm tones bring out those beautiful reds and oranges under my skin. Because we ain't got no sallow yellow. So, yeah, stop, if you're out there bleaching your skin because trying to make yourself look lighter, go see what's going on over on the motherland with women over there doing all this crazy bleaching. Stop doing it, ladies. If you're out there, you're going to mess your skin up trying to be light. Seriously. You know, embrace whatever hue God gave you. And on another note, can we stop with these freaking colorist remarks? And the ironic thing about it is the ones who are making most of the color remarks are the ones screaming that other people are being colorist. Like, what the F? Hello? If you don't like colorist remarks being made, then don't make them yourself. How about that part? Because I heard that, someone referred to a beautiful chocolate system on the platform as a California raisin. That's not very Christian-like. Let's go there. Look, let me put y'all something. If all you are doing every time I see you every other day is dragging and cussing and people out, and you're saying that that's not your normal character, let me tell you something, sweetie. That is your normal character. That's your normal character. Because if you can flip back and forth into that all the time, going at people, it don't matter how they're coming at you. In most of these cases, when you hear people dragging somebody, it's not necessarily that they would drag like that themselves. But, in your dragations, you're calling people bees and garden tools. Yes, it's morning. I'm not going to be using no curse words on this monetized stream that I'm putting out. But seriously, I'm just trying to understand you Christians out here who get up on this platform and show your natural black behind almost every other day. KTC, you get on here and show your natural behind almost every other freaking day. But that's not your real character. Bitch, please. That's not your normal character. But that's all you display. If that's what you display continuously online, I have to believe that's who you are. And if that's not who you are, then stop coming over here and doing that and then saying, apologizing for jumping out of character. And let me just say, I am not the perfect believer at all. Not that person. I can't even tell you that I don't curse, because y'all know that I do. But it's not regularly coming out of my mouth. I'm not regularly on here doing all this, backbiting and slandering people and smearing people and everything, and calling myself a freaking Christian. That's all I'm saying. don't do it if, don't even, even put that in there. Because see, here's the thing. If you have to tell people that you are a believer, that means your life is not reflecting. Yeah, your life, who you are displaying is not reflecting what you're saying. Yeah, that part. But y'all don't hear me. What I know. I'm only almost 60. Y'all see how I did that? I just turned 59, but I'm already pushing to 60 because hey, it's less than a year. That's right. Today is Forgiveness Friday. So how about some of you folk out there who always call themselves Christian, but out the other side of your mouth, you're cussing everybody out and calling them everything but a child of God. How about today, some of y'all have a forgiving spirit? How about y'all do that? Now, I know it might be hard, but how about y'all do that? And how about all you strangers? Stop getting on these back chats, getting on phone, talking to this person, talking to that person. Now y'all friends, and then 2 seconds later, y'all not friends, and y'all cussing each other out. Ladies, just stop. Just stop. This is not looking good for us as Black women. Your real friends shouldn't be on the internet any damn way. How about that part? Your real friend should not be online. What does that say about you? If your friends are online, if you don't have any friends in real life that you can go talk to, I'm wondering about you folks. Yeah. Because that's where all this mess is. That's where all the mess, it's confusing to me. Like, let me give you an example. It's confusing to me that a woman could talk about another woman's private parts and tell the world crazy things about her private parts. Other women send her a cease and desist in regards to that. And now they're BFFs. Where they do that at? Where do they do that at in real life? Does that make you look? That you would suddenly become friends with someone who put some stuff like that out about you. But that's YouTube friendships. That's y'all YouTube friendships. Now I know. Oh, Kitty! Thank you for the super sticker. From my homeboy, my just recently monetized homeboy Kenny Kunjo. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, you folks need to do some. You ladies, because I don't really care what the men are over there doing. Now, there's some men who are getting themselves involved in the situation, and what. Men who argue with women I just no words for them, because clearly, if all you do is argue with women, if you can't have a debate or a discussion with a man, I'm not even paying attention to you. That's who you are. So, I'm just, if y'all got all these grievances, are they real? Or are you guys just doing all this stuff for clicks and views? Are you doing it just for clicks and views? Maybe that's what it's about. I know the streets are dry. I know they're dry. I know the streets are dry. Yes, it's down to the end of my coffee. I know the streets out there are dry. You guys got to find something better, because we're not trying to see all of these black women going back and forth, calling each other names. It's entertaining. But at the end of the day, what is the point of it? What is your goal by doing all of that? That's my question. Is it some legitimate goal that you hope to achieve? Is it getting you a bunch of cash apps? Is it getting, super chats and watch hours and stuff? Trying to get my what's the goal? I'm just wondering. Because let me just tell you. It's a spectacle. And people like to see that kind of foolery. I get it. Dang, y'all. And then y'all keep bringing people's kids into it. Why bring up children? If your issue is with the mama, let your issue be with the mama. If your issue is with the daddy, I know there's some men up all into this. Let it be with them. Stop bringing these children into this stuff. And stop supporting that stupid shit. Stupid-ish. We're gonna keep our curse words to a minimum right now. It's daytime. It's not even midday here. It's Good Friday. It's tax day. Yeah, that part. I like this background that I have though, that I took here. With a car driving down a Palm Street, California living. I figured that would be good for the daytime. But I just want to understand how these folks, is this your only content? Talking about other people? I'm talking, to the ladies. Surely there has to be something else, even in the beef sector. Surely there's something else you can talk about. But maybe not. Maybe that's what it is. And of course, we've seen a few people who quote unquote left. They're now doing stuff in other sectors, or they've gone to other platforms. Okay. Let me see. But I'm just wondering about what's up with you folks. Ladies, we have to do better. We do. I mean, here's the thing. They expect for us as Black women, to always be falling out with each other. And with this, that's the home in the house. Hold on. Let me mute my mic for a second. One of those freaking robocalls. Yeah, I'm one of those people who still have a house phone. I still have a house phone. Why do I still have a house phone? Because I have a disabled adult in my home. And although he does not use the landline, I feel because of him, we need to keep a landline in our home. So there's a landline. Don't use it. And nobody calls me on it except for freaking robocalls or, California, we have the worst amount of the robocalls. And putting your phone on a do not call list doesn't work because you have to do every single. But my coffee's done. So I guess that means we're almost at the end of the podcast for this morning. Now I'm sure as I go through the day, I'm going to be sitting, woke up here doing crazy stuff. I would hope that, since it's, the holiday somewhat type of weekend, that most people spending time with their families instead of getting up on here acting a fool. Also, there's another thing that I did want to talk about briefly. There is I believe she's a Nigerian gospel artist. And I'm not going to even try to. I only can pronounce her first name. Her first name is Osinachi. Wachuwu. I think her last name is Wachuwu. Because the N is silent. But this gospel artist, hey Helen, this gospel artist, Osinachi, died a week ago. And he died because of DV. So I want to talk about, because again, within Christianity, people stay in narratives when there is DV going on. And I know that in a few of the, countries in Africa that husbands putting their hands on their wives is tolerated culturally. But this lady, was out here, preaching the word of God through song. And meanwhile, her husband was beating the living crap out of her. Now, as someone who dealt with TV in their Christian marriage, I can tell you that a lot of times you don't get a lot of sympathy within the church. So I can only imagine on the continent where many times it is culturally accepted. But this woman didn't have to. And this is just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Hey, Mocha Mommy. So her name is Osinachi. And I'm probably gonna push out one of the other articles that one of the other content creators put out. I'm probably gonna put one out that was done by someone on the continent, because I think that way we'll get the better information if it's coming from the continent versus someone over here in the United States on it. But she had this really beautiful song, and I can't remember the name of it, but she had y'all know that a lot of these gospel artists on the continent, anointed. I'll just say that those who are believers on the continent of Africa would embarrass those of us who claim to be believers here in the United States. Because contrary to popular belief, our ancestors were always spiritual people. We didn't suddenly get, Yeshua given to us. We gave Yeshua. I'm gonna let that sink in for some of you. We'll let that sink in for some of you. I know we say Jesus. That's the American. His name was Yeshua. His name was Yeshua. And Yeshua, as we all know, looked more like us than like them. And our ancestors, what? Do you honestly think that this, that the Messiah came and that the people on the continent of Africa didn't know anything about that until these Europeans came over there with that stuff? Get out of here. That's just nonsense right there. But anyway, you guys, I will be back later on. It'll probably be afternoon for me, but it'll be evening for you guys. And we'll have another little chit chat. We'll just have not so random chat early. It won't be late night because I'm gonna be quote unquote thinking about the one who died for me. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna be. And the Purple Diva Den, I may do that tonight. I'll let y'all know when I come back. I'll let y'all know when I come back for Not So Random Chat when getting verbal with in the gym is going to be, if it's going to be late night tonight or if it's going to be sometime tomorrow. Yeah, I'll let y'all know. But anyway, you guys, let's get out of here. See you guys later. Peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out until later. Peace. Bye, guys.